Welcome back, everybody. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a blessed week. Welcome to Formula for Speed. I am here again for another beautiful reaction video along with Babyface. Please say hello.
Hi.
So guys, we're here back. We're excited. We did not watch the race. We saved it so we can give you guys our pure raw reaction to the video. We didn't watch Baku. I will tell you this. The qualifying was interesting with Leclerc crashing and Kubica, and you know, I expected for Ferrari to dominate the qualifying because it is the second largest circuit on the on the schedule this year. So with it being so long, Ferrari should do well on longer courses. I'm not quite sure what happened. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the setup, but guys, this should be an exciting race. Maybe they bring the right setup to this race. What are your thoughts, Babyface?
I didn't watch qualifying or any of the practice sessions.
Okay.
So I'm going in blind. The only thing I know, because I just happened to see it on social media, was Leclerc crashing his car and him being really hard on himself.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw that, so I know he's not anywhere in the front. And I think I saw Bottas on pole.
Right.
Which had me very excited because I want him to do well.
Guys, can someone, before I start this race, what is going on with Ferrari? This is the second longest course on the circuit. They're supposed to be the strong cars when it comes to long courses because they're drag cars essentially out there. I mean, they're the fastest car on the circuit. So, Babyface, I don't know. I want Leclerc to do well, and we'll talk about what's going on with Vettel in a later video.
Taking bets on Renault.
Yes. So, guys, let's talk about that. I did lose my bet. I took her to a restaurant, but I am doubling or nothing. I don't care. I got a double or nothing. Both Renaults. I'm saying this boldly. Guys, you're my witness. Babyface. Both Renaults will finish this race. No engine failure.
Okay.
If someone doesn't finish, it will be due maybe a crash, but I'm taking both will finish. I'm hoping a crash won't take anybody out. Because I know they're going to be desperate to perform. So, guys, I got to do it again. Both Renaults are going to finish. I already lost one bet to her. Babyface is killing me this year in the bets, but that's okay. Both Renaults are going to finish.
I think that at least one Renault will finish, and
Which one?
I think both of them will finish.
Oh, wow.
Let me go this way. I want both of them to finish, and I'm going to go ahead and cautiously optimistically say both will finish, but it wouldn't surprise me if they don't.
Here we go. All right. If one of them don't finish, who's not going to finish? Rick or Hulk?
Hulk.
Wow. Okay, that's fair. I'm excited, guys, because I'm going to tell you what, I didn't watch this race. And I'm interested to see what happened to Ferrari. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think was going on with Ferrari this year. Is it the new team boss? They're trying to get used to him. What's going on with the setup? You guys let me know. So, without further ado, Babyface, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure this time?
I'm ready.
Oh, she's waiting on me. Let me go ahead and get started. Bottas on pole, huh, Babyface?
Yes, I'm excited about that.
I want Bottas to win this race for the fact that he should have won, simple fact that he should have won the race in Baku last year. I believe it was a puncture tire, so that's why he didn't win the race last year in Baku. But I'm excited to see if he can win this race this year. What do you think, Babyface?
Yeah, I want him to win.
I'll say Lewis Hamilton third or fourth place because he doesn't like the circuit too much. So third or fourth. What do you think, Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah, I think he can do second.
You think so?
Second, third. I put him in second, third. I understand what you're saying, and likely that will happen. I can totally see that happening.
You could be right. He
but
may be.
I can see him in second or third.
Mercedes are 1 and 2 over Ferrari on this long track. You think?
Listen, I think Leclerc is really. He can bring it to them. I put Vettel in 4 or 5.
Yeah, we're not too happy with the way Leclerc. We don't feel like Leclerc is being allowed to race like what happened in China. We weren't really. I didn't feel like he was slower than Vettel. I felt like he had to slow down for Vettel to catch up so Vettel can go through. But I didn't feel like Vettel was faster than him. I'm just being honest. I didn't like that team order. I really didn't, and neither did Leclerc. And everybody's gonna say, well, he was the faster one. I don't think so. It looked like to me he was green in all the sectors, and it looked like he had to slow down and let Vettel through. I could be wrong, but again, I don't feel like he was the faster driver in China. What are your thoughts, baby faces? They're going through like the turns and things. What do you think about that?
I agree. That team order was horse dumb.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
That team order, it was horse dumb because in essence the team had to facilitate your third place finish when it should have been Leclerc's podium. And he could have, you know what? He could have potentially done better than third place. At least he would have made the front 3 exciting. I think they cheated him out of that.
Yeah, I think they did. But the starting grid, Bottas, Hamilton's in second. Qualified second. Vettel qualified third. Verstappen fourth. Sergio Perez fifth. Danny Kvyat sixth. Wow. Lando Norris seventh. I told you I like Lando, babe. I told you I like Lando. Leclerc, because of the crash, eighth. Okay. Carlos Sainz ninth. Danny Rick is in 10th, babe. Qualified. Albon 11th. Magnussen 12th. Stroll 13th. Grosjean 14th. Okay. Hulk is in 15th. George Russell is in 16th. Giovinazzi 17th. Kubica 18th. Pierre Gasly did get that penalty. I forgot. So he did get the penalty. So okay. And he's back. Man, I want Pierre Gasly to do well, guys. I don't know, man. I need him to. I want him to pick it up so they don't drop him next year. Because I don't know if he'll have a seat next year if he doesn't do well this season. Red Bull, you know, if you don't perform, you're out of here. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Pierre Gasly.
Any team but Vettel, if you don't perform, you are out.
She's hard on Vettel, and I get it. I think Vettel's seat is safe next year as well. Even if he places like 4th in the chip, I think he's safe. I want Leclerc, even though he qualified a little lower, I want him to have a great race.
Underestimate him starting in 8th position, like you see. He's got a great top speed advantage on anyone, but he's got a few people to get around, but late safety cars...
Leclerc having a strong race, babyface, what you think?
Yes.
Strong race?
Unless,
team orders come?
the team orders.
We want to get on that. Yeah, guys, let us know what you think about these team orders again. I don't
It's too
know.
early to do all of this.
To me, it is a little early to be doing team orders. Third race of the season? All right, okay.
There isn't a huge amount of difference to say the teams for the red stripes.
Vettel did qualify third. All right, Leclerc's in 8th.
On the mediums, that's the tyres he had on when he crashed and still got into Q3. Grosjean's gone for the medium.
If Leclerc ends up doing well, I want to see how that plays out with Ferrari. I want to see how they carry that. Meaning, if he like jumps onto a lead or something, or he can make his way through the traffic and get out in front, I want to see what their strategy is for that. You know what I mean?
Was in a great position.
So double or nothing on the Renault bet? Double or nothing? They both finished?
What are we doubling?
I lost last time, and I bet it that both Renaults would finish. That didn't happen. We don't got to talk about it. It just didn't happen. So, this race, what do you think? Guys, we're going to keep betting on Renault. Maybe throw some other ones in there, but...
But you know what? There's nothing to bet because I think both can finish.
Okay, that's fair. She actually thinks both Renaults are going to finish this time. Wow. Maybe I should go opposite. Maybe I should say one of them don't finish.
Yeah, you can say it's a bit.
What do you think? You want to take that bet?
You say do whatever you want.
You want to take the bet?
Sure.
You say both finish. I say one don't finish. One doesn't finish.
Run in Q3.
What are we betting?
While they're trying to progress.
One Renault does not finish.
But what are we betting?
Only way to do it. But
Dinner again.
They have lucked in there a little bit because they've got a nice, fresh new set.
You don't like that bet?
The cycle that goes through them takes that little bit.
You guys should see her rolling her eye. You don't like that bet?
Yeah, let's do it.
He's going to have that extra grip from a new set rather than that old set. So he should be able to be comparable to the cars around them, given that they're just leaving.
I'll be surprised if Mercedes finishes 1 and 2 in this race, because Ferrari, Vettel qualifying third. Ferrari is, I mean, they're strong on these long tracks. So I'll be surprised if they finish 1 and 2. I will. Babyface is saying they should be able to finish 1 and 2. She may be right.
It could be 1 and 2 or 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
He's on the nice clean side of the grid, so you definitely want to be there. And Sebastian,
You excited, Babyface?
Very excited.
Are you sure?
Very excited.
Really, anything
Okay.
could happen in a street race where there's plenty of chance for overtaking. When we see the safety car, 2 of the previous 3 races, the safety car has
You watching the race?
for quite a few laps as well. 12 laps
Waiting for you.
in 2017, 13 laps in 2018.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Time to go racing.
And away we go. Hamilton gets a mega start. Approaching Bottas under pressure already. And there's trouble maybe in the back as the 2 Mercedes go wheel to wheel.
Wow, the 2 Mercedes going wheel to wheel. That's racing.
Ooh,
Ooh, that was a good wheel to wheel. Did you see that?
It was nice.
Nice start. They didn't crash. That's good racing right there.
Brilliant start from Hamilton, but Bottas kept him at bay.
oh, that was wheel to wheel.
No crashes yet. Babyface, not one incident.
Charles Leclerc has managed to get ahead of the Ferrari in these
Let's
early
all
stages.
thank the angels that kept Max on the straight line.
Verstappen's running well, man. You know,
Smoking. Now that could be an indication that he was trying to.
Perez is up in the 4th.
He knows the next 2 or 3.
Sergio, okay.
As he starts to struggle in that soft compound.
Lando's in 6th. Yes. Guys, you know I really like Lando. I like McLaren. Lando's in 6th. I'm happy to see him running strong.
Because behind picking up the steady Emirates brand.
Wow. Albon got fortunate.
Sebastian Vettel.
Guys, when I start, Albon hit the wall. He scraped it with his tire. He got fortunate to not get any damage.
Sebastian Vettel is
From Max Verstappen.
Max is coming, guys, for that 4th place position.
Force meets immovable object. Perez is brilliant at defending. We saw that at the end of the last
You think Verstappen crashes?
No.
Not this right. Okay. I don't
think we will see like what we saw last season. I don't think we'll see that again. If we see him crash, it is probably like a racing incident or something that could easily happen to everyone else.
Hamilton 2 tenths below, but here's DRS opening now.
Wow. He has DRS on Perez. Let's see if he can pass him.
Mercedes power in the racing point is helping.
Ooh.
Max Verstappen goes down the inside.
Verstappen on the inside for the pass. Nice.
Does get his hand timed to
Nice. That was a clean pass. Excuse me.
Charles Leclerc.
That was a clean pass, guys. That was textbook from Verstappen. That was textbook. That looked good.
And then the next
Clean pass.
is the hardest guy in the track. That Ferrari pull up the back of the
Oh my gosh.
which is already.
Babyface, look at the Ferrari in a straight line. Just,
Go back to the nice
it's not even close.
Just looking to see where Charles Leclerc is.
That's why I'm confused. Why are they not? Why didn't they qualify better? I mean, they're flying.
Nico Hulkenberg and then Pierre Gasly
I don't know.
going through. Under pressure is Antonio very, very.
Oh my gosh.
The pink of the racing point. And he's
That Ferrari is, guys, this Ferrari is picking people off. Leclerc is, man, he's there to race. I know he crashed in qualifying, but he is there to race.
the rear tires with the
Got him. He just passed Verstappen.
How easy was that? It's not just the DRS.
With ease.
It's that slipstream here as well.
Slipstream, DR, yeah, he did it with ease.
More of a headwind.
Wow.
That main straight today than we have been so far this weekend.
Now he's right behind Vettel, babyface.
Slipstream two. Charles Leclerc.
Let the racing begin.
So, your first 4 positions, Bottas to Hamilton to Vettel to Leclerc.
tire wear between
Mercedes and Ferrari. No surprise, I mean,
medium like Charles Leclerc. His tires were just
babyface.
But the Ferraris definitely.
Still got to put up? Is it working?
Just had a rather bad lap. Stroll under pressure now from Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, just
How can
looking
you
at it.
glare at me?
When you see
Yes, I'm glaring. I'm wondering what you're doing.
Leclerc's got at the moment, when he comes
Didn't you say you were hungry?
will definitely
I did say that.
try and hold them up.
That's a good point.
Mercedes
So while I'm ordering you food, you're glaring at me.
a bit of an advantage.
You didn't say that. I didn't know what you were doing. Got to make your intentions known.
Somebody and try and hold
So I'm
something
gonna guess.
just to play their cards both ways, because the safety car at the wrong time of this race could lose them in, because Leclerc's right into it already.
You get the feeling with Mercedes that they just stick to doing things as normally as they possibly can. Gasly.
The audacity on your part. Just the level of entitlement you feel
That man is Alex
while I'm over here just trying to order you something to eat.
210.
If y'all could have saw Babyface's arm,
You could have seen.
Seen.
Could have
If you would have synced her arm through that box.
No.
Something terrible's happened.
Ricardo had a little long of a stop. Stroll had a 5.5 second pit stop.
Release there.
Wow, 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, and that's what they've lost out to Raikkonen.
Wow.
Coming in the pits, look that cycle. There's Hulkenberg in the background.
Street races.
So the first Leclerc's on the medium tire, babyface. So he's going to go a lot longer than the guys on the soft tires. Wow.
Let's see if the team lets him do it.
Do these soft tires in here?
Me and Babyface are of the opinion, and we agree on this. We're not sure if they're going to let these two race. I don't know if Ferrari's going to let these two race. Mercedes lets their drivers race, but I don't know if they're going to let them two race.
For Ferrari, it also avoids any unnecessary
Is that Vettel in the pits?
drivers on the track.
It doesn't pressure Mercedes, but
Vettel's in the pits, guys.
reacts with one car in a few laps.
Wow. Going on the medium tire.
Do they split it to cover the safety car chance later on? Because as they start to battle, that's
So they're keeping Leclerc out there.
he's still out there. He's not pitted yet. Lando Norris came in.
Listen, there's still lots of race left.
He's starting on the medium, and he has a lot more tire left. I get it.
We're gonna be optimistic.
We are. Guys, he's on the medium tire, so he has a lot more tire left than the guys with the soft tires. So Vettel came in,
The Ferrari pit crew getting pressure.
managing the undercut. I get it.
There is the last thing he would have wanted. Cars permitting.
So Leclerc's going to go for the one stop because he has on the medium tire. Okay.
Down to you.
Down to see the Mercedes mechanics.
It's only half a second quicker when they're at the right.
Guys, let us know. Does Ferrari let these people race? Do they let these two guys race?
No.
From Max Verstappen. Valtteri Bottas.
Oh! They're going to let him race. We're going on a limb. I'm going out on the limb. I'm going out on it. Want to bet on that? Make a bet.
He's going to get the drop.
Ferrari lets them race. You say they don't?
Being driven.
Wow. I got to go on. I got to do it.
They were out in the pit lane. Had to
I've always liked Ferrari. Babyface is not.
allowed to do so.
She's not a Ferrari fan. Never has really been a. She's been a Schumi fan, but not a Ferrari fan. I've always liked Ferrari. So, not my favorite team, but I do like them.
Pit stop. Ted, down to you.
Oh, Kubica got a drive-through penalty.
Williams team about this. And
Wow.
It was news to them that this was actually rigged. And then there is.
So Verstappen just pitted, and he came out right behind his teammate.
Thanks, Ted. Verstappen pits.
Perez is back up to 7th. Grosjean, babyface. Roman running 8th. What you think?
You just like saying
Gasly
I like Roman Grosjean as a racer, babe. As a driver, I like him.
He moves up into
I'm just being honest with you.
Mace Russell hasn't pitched.
What you think?
Kubica is
Don't even worry about it.
now for his drive-through penalty. You are watching
What you think?
Hamilton.
What do you think, babyface?
Sebastian Vettel right on his tail now. We've had the pit stops for.
Now there's a fuel burns off.
Thanks,
Guys, Leclerc is running in 1st from 8th.
But he still has to pit.
Still does have to pit.
There's a safety car gap, so we want to pull him in. So we look forward to
Do they pit him at the right time, or do they keep him out there too long? What do you think? Guys, let me know what you think. Do they pit Leclerc at the right time, or they keep him out too long?
Behind Leclerc.
And that's the gap that cost them.
If Ferrari really wants to bring on this championship, they should let Leclerc do it.
Gotta take the shackles off that kid. If you want to bring the heat to Mercedes, you gotta let your drivers race.
Change your strategy.
Let your drivers race.
Don't put all your eggs in the Vettel basket.
I agree with that 100%. She said, do not put all your eggs in the Vettel basket. I couldn't agree more. Let these guys race. You see Mercedes will let them two race. Mercedes will let their guys race. And they trust them. I would let them race because they're top of the line. They're two grade A drivers. You gotta let them race.
Car number 20.
Bottas, great lap time, but just slow it down a little bit. Remember?
They told Bottas to slow it down a little bit to preserve the tires, which makes sense.
Yeah. And you're doing more than
Those Mercedes cars have so much pace in them. Babyface.
Road on behalf of our worldwide.
I mean, them cars look so. I can't rave about them enough. I mean, I know I sound like a little fanboy, but whatever. Those cars look good. They're running well.
that will be lighting up Ferrari's ears as well.
the gap has grown to
Ferrari does not have the pace, babyface.
Lewis Hamilton.
Yes, they do.
Interesting fight between the two.
Well, Vettel doesn't have the pace.
A bit quicker. He was quicker than Lando Norris.
Leclerc was quickest all weekend, and they're keeping him out there. I hope they pull this kid in at the right
Vettel
time.
on a one-stop strategy.
Probably.
Sergio Perez.
And is Leclerc on a two-stop?
I don't know. No, he has to be on one stop. Because it's lap 21 and 51, he still hasn't pitted yet, so he has to be on one
But
stop.
how fast is he going?
Very tight midfield battle.
Not fast as laps. He's running good pace, but Bottas is reeling him in.
Out in front, Charles Leclerc.
So I'm hoping they don't keep him out too long to the point if he pits, he misses the undercut.
Seconds between Bottas and
Guys, I don't know.
just set a personal best, but still dropped a little bit further behind Lewis Hamilton. Paul, let's go for.
Ah, babyface. I'm nervous for Leclerc because I'm hoping they bring him in at the optimal time and don't keep him out too long.
I think they're keeping him out so that they can.
Think about those tyres for the end of the race. Like we were just talking
I think this is just a setup for battle.
Because he's on, I mean, it's obvious Leclerc's on a one-stop strategy, right? His tires still look good because he started on the medium, so he still looks good. I mean, the tires look good.
Tyre at the end of this race.
They haven't spoken about that at all. That's the first time, that we've heard. But
Both Mercedes are on the medium tire.
right. I think when the temperatures drop, those soft tyres might come back into the window. They weren't at the start of the
Slightly. Vettel's taken 7 tenths out of Hamilton in the last 2
Wow.
rounds. Yeah, that's not quite.
Wow, babyface. So Hamilton's backed off to save his tires for the end of the race. So they're on a one-stop. That was it. And these tires are going to get him to the end of the race.
What strategies Leclerc on?
Guys, I'm even nervous to even talk about what strategy Leclerc is on. I don't even want to talk. I really don't want to talk about it for the simple fact.
At Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas is eating into that lead, and I hope they stop this kid at the right time. I don't want them to wait too late.
At the end of this race, and it was a safety car, well, that could put him right slap bang in the front. Grosjean locks up, takes to the escape road, makes it.
Wow. Grosjean just locked up, and Danny Rick got right past.
Very shortly as the Alpha.
Babyface, Grosjean locked up.
At least he didn't crash.
Head down to you. Yeah, just right.
It's a valid comment.
I don't believe he's made a stop so far.
At least he didn't crash.
Grosjean. No, he hasn't.
I've only seen one hat in front of me.
You're right.
Kevin Magnussen.
You are correct, sir.
Okay, attitude.
No attitude. None at all.
Ricardo was on
Don't smash those buck teeth.
tyres, but he did rather give it away, Grosjean. Maybe it was Ericsson. Inside joke.
Not saying nothing. Nothing to say.
Right, so we've got
Nothing to say.
car number 27, Nico Hülkenberg. Car number 99, Antonio
Smack my butt teeth.
Hülkenberg, this 160th Grand Prix, equaling Johnny Herbert's.
I don't have 10,000 teeth in my mouth like you, babyface. Got them shark attack teeth. I don't got all them teeth.
Alex Albon
I'm not mad at you. I don't got all them teeth.
place since his pit stop. And out the lead,
Yellow flag.
of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Wow.
And there's 2 cars down there. Daniel Ricciardo.
Danny Rick! No!
This is down at turn 3, where our leader will be coming to in a few moments' time.
Looks like a lockup.
The escape road, Fiat was. He's back on the track again. And
Wow, Kvyat and Danny Rick. Guys,
debris down there as well. Not enough, you would imagine, to
Look.
bring out a safety car or a virtual safety car. But what happened? Fiat, I think, locks up a little bit. Ricardo certainly locks up, goes straight on, and might just have collected the Toro Rosso as well.
Danny Rick's out the race.
He's trying to break on the inside.
Locked up.
Defended by Fiat, but Ricardo just locked it up and took him with him as well. So
They didn't hit on the lockup. It looks like Danny Rick backed into him trying to get out.
from that, which is going to be a good day of the office.
Wow.
Looking like for Racing Point at the moment.
Watch this.
Maybe just a bit of debris as Ricardo went across that front wing area.
You can see how long it takes to get these cars into.
Oh, wow. He just backed into him.
Ricardo reversed into it.
Wow.
Mirror signal maneuver.
Guys, what do you think of that? Danny Rick just backed into him.
He just ran over a bit of carbon. Bottas just missed it. I wonder whose car that was off. I guess that might have been off the Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
From the floor damage.
So now Hamilton's about to pass Leclerc, babyface.
Last year
Bring him in.
Ferrari not reacting yet. It looks like Hamilton's going to be the next person.
When are they going to bring him? Here's what I'm talking about. When are they going to bring the kid in?
Well, Ferrari playing the patient, waiting game with Charles Leclerc's pit stop. As leading this race now.
I don't like it.
Leclerc is second. Hamilton.
Guys, I don't like it. When do you bring him in? You're gonna let both Mercedes get past him. When do you bring him in?
Maybe we are about to witness something miraculous.
Doubt it. Nothing miraculous. They're just wow. It seems to me they leave this kid out to dry. I don't understand it. I understand the strategy to one stop, but you have to get that right.
I think we should go, so we lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think had he fought that harder, it might have been costly.
Yeah, shut off.
Oh dear.
Shut off.
Guys, Danny Rick's out another race.
Damage. It's,
Wow, he locked up. And they didn't hit him, Danny Kvyat didn't hit on the lockup. He hit Danny Kvyat backing out. I don't know.
The checkered flag in the 3 races he wore that crash helmet. The Jack Brabham tribute, we scored points with.
I agree. He needs to take that helmet off. Get a new crash helmet. Danny Rick.
Ricardo out, not seeing the checkered flag for the third time in 4 races.
Not sitting the checker flag for the third time in 4 races. Come on.
Just wanted
It's like a continuation of last year for him.
understand why they haven't yet bombed. You know, the Bottas was coming. I think they've left it a little bit too late now.
I just said, I asked the question, were they going to box this kid too late? And they did. What kind of sense is this make? What are they doing?
Not indecision, but their reluctance to bid.
Guys, why did they wait so long to box Leclerc?
Which is the right thing to do.
Now he's got to let Vettel through.
We don't think the soft will last, so we need to have this one longer.
There you have it.
I told you this was a setup. I told you this was a setup.
For those at the start, but they were.
I told you this was a setup.
It's going to be better.
There's no way that you and me, without a single degree in Formula anything, can look at this and go, this is not going to work.
Charles Leclerc move.
There's no way that all of us watching can say, this is not going to work, but you on the pit wall have zero insight and waited this long. You don't make a mistake like this unless it's on purpose.
Has just put in a
It was
155.
Guys, I'm kind of, I have no words because they kept him out too long.
They're trying
They
to
let-
hand
Yeah.
Vettel podiums, and that is disgusting at this stage because you have a kid with the talent, the ability, and the stamina to make this happen.
I just paused the race, guys. I need a break. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like
And you're
34,
just
51.
presenting on a platter.
Wow.
Here you go, Vettel. Here, we love you so much. We want you to have a podium.
And what Babyface is saying makes sense because it seems like they're just handing. They left this kid out too long. When they seen Bottas was just taking chunks of time out of it, they should have pitted him.
Should have pitted
They
it.
would have given him a better chance at the end for him to come back out and challenge those two for a podium. But now Vettel, man, you gotta be kidding me. How did they not see this was not gonna work? I'm starting the race.
Race. Danny Ricciardo and Danny Kvyat under investigation.
I don't understand, guys. Help me understand.
Do anything wrong necessarily.
I asked the question, were they going to keep him out too long? Why would they get it right? And they didn't. How do you not see that? Mercedes got their pits right flawless. Pit stops flawless.
It was on purpose.
Red Bull looks good.
It was on purpose.
Purpose. You think it's purpose?
Absolutely.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Was that purposely done? Because it seems like they're leaving this kid out to dry
Their golden child.
to give Vettel a podium. It's like he's the guinea pig, and they're just, man, I don't like that. Take the shackles off with the kid race. If not, give him up.
And it is time for the Ferrari crew to get to work once again.
Now they're just bringing him in after he got caught by everybody.
Was leading the race, has been running
Wow.
medium tyres now for 33.
33 laps, they left him out there.
I am ready for. I was ready to be blown away and watch Leclerc pick everybody off. Not because I'm a Ferrari fan. Actually, I don't like Ferrari whatsoever.
Makes his way down.
But I want Leclerc to do well.
This puts a nasty taste in my mouth. Let me be honest with you, for Ferrari.
Maybe we're about to be proven wrong.
Ahead of Gasly, I'm sure. As he comes out of the pits, is he going to be? No, he's
Let me tell you why I don't think we're going to be proven wrong.
second long.
Mercedes is running too strong this race. Look at these two.
A little bit difficult for Leclerc. Gasly has got a
We
bit
still
of
got racing left.
However, he's got older tyres.
Wow.
And he does keep Charles Leclerc at bay. That's not what Ferrari would have wanted.
No, on a safety car.
They waited too long for Leclerc, and I asked that question. Are they going to wait too late? I didn't understand why they didn't stop him before Bottas caught all the way up. It didn't
Because
happen.
it's a setup for Vettel. Once you accept that, this starts making
At the moment
sense.
is round the
I know it. I just don't want to accept it because it's bogus.
28, 29
It's not bogus.
down on the leader, Valtteri Bottas.
Man, that's crazy. Wow.
16 laps. Bottas, by the way, is pulled away and Kvyat's out of this race.
Ferrari can't even play that off. Oh, we just thought the guy on the radio. We thought we'd give you a chance. You didn't give him a chance at the end. You just jerked him.
Back at him and it's just taken
You left him out too long.
half a second out of Bottas.
You're not catching those two Mercedes now. I was wrong. I think these two Mercedes finished 1 and 2. Bold prediction. These guys are running too strong. Look how they're running. And it's an easy prediction to make because we're on a lap 36 of 51. The race is almost over.
Leclerc's going to have to leave this very late. Gasly offers the way down the inside, but Leclerc's a bit too far back. Now we'll try and get him.
Wow.
Run down towards.
Now he's fighting for 5th place from Gasly. Like,
DRS assistance on this particular straight, but
wow.
it is holding him up.
Babyface called it. She said it. She said
Past
She thinks Ferrari's going to set him up to get podiums.
Manages to do so. Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, there's the balloons in question.
Renault balloons on the track.
And that's why they've released the balloons, because they've suddenly realised they haven't got a thing to celebrate.
Wow, hear that shot he took the Renault? I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating that.
They released the balloons because they realized they would have nothing to celebrate.
Verstappen was 10 seconds behind Sebastian.
Not addressing that.
And he's now, what, 3.3 seconds. Red Bull hanging on to their tyres, giving it...
Another Renault out. Another race where I feel like Leclerc got kind of
I think Gasly's the same.
jerked. I don't know.
I think what they're preying on is a safety.
At least landed.
This time Renault was out because of the driver.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't because of engines, so that's good.
Because of the car.
But
He's going to have some low deck to go purple.
I'll tell you what though, Verstappen is getting what he wants. A very slow Red Bull. Is that Pierre Gasly? It is Pierre Gasly.
no!
Stop on him, please.
There's no escape road round there.
Engine failure for Pierre Gasly?
He's getting down to
No, he was running 6.
No.
Come on, man.
Gasly, but that's really, really sad luck.
Gas, lap 39 of 51.
He was put in a very
Safety car.
performance.
No!
We were both wrong.
Red Bull got paid off. Ferrari slipped them some money. They're like, here, Horner, here.
Guys, this doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that could have been
Pierre gassed out.
won't be a safety
Right.
car because
Retired
he
with
ran over into a very
11 laps
small
left.
mistake, but that's wretched luck.
Lap 40 of 51.
Yeah, he's had a difficult weekend.
Listen.
He was running 6. He was.
Someone turned off that engine. They literally just said, switch off.
Virtual safety car.
So decreased speed by 40%. No overtaking.
I assume that he's gone to the end of that escape road.
And Leclerc will have a free stop at the end for the fastest lap. So we're not going
Oh, so they're going to give Leclerc
2.3 and 7.
another free stop. Well, a free stop. So he can get the fastest lap and get the extra point.
He's already gone for it so far.
If I was Leclerc, I'd be like, what is it, a consolation prize for this
Try and do it again.
BS you're doing? Like,
Just wanted you to get to the
Come
end of
on,
the race
man.
in the lead.
Leclerc, he's matched the Bottas now.
When?
The other thing that
look at this baby face. You can't ask for nothing. I'm mad that 2 silver arrows got to give us this.
George Russell and Stroll ahead.
I'm not.
A bit of traffic through
Where Vettel? Where is Vettel?
Where is Vettel?
6 seconds behind these two because these two are running so well.
Concertina effect.
Might also, if you're Valtteri Bottas, is on the charge behind him as well. Bottas,
Man, that's crazy.
deserves a bit of redemption here.
Lando in 8th. Babyface, Lando Norris.
Hamilton's going to still make it fight.
Perez in 6th. Look at that.
How have Mercedes come to a track where people predict and where Ferrari expects and where Mercedes expect Ferrari dominance?
Who didn't expect Ferrari dominance?
1-2 this season.
This is going to affect Charles Leclerc's attempt at fastest lap. He's got two best.
Wow. Leclerc's going to get the fastest lap.
Maybe compromising turn 16, but he's going to get
Points advantage for winning, so
If you're Mercedes, you can't ask for nothing more than this right now.
Mercedes drivers stay
Your 2 drivers fighting for the chip after 4 races, 1 point apart. You can't ask for nothing better. If I'm Toto, I'm sitting like, guys, we don't got to talk. They may not like us. Let's just keep doing what we're doing.
For Mercedes-Benz.
1 and 2.
Victory for Bottas.
Bottas redeemed himself. Shout out to Voucher. He redeemed himself.
Good for him.
Look at Toto.
Makes up for the pain and anguish of 12 months ago. Lewis Hamilton, his teammate, comes home.
Wow, I had Lewis finishing 4th,
Hamilton has finished first.
3rd or 4th, but I thought Ferrari would just run much better than this. I didn't have them running like this. Well, they could have
It's third.
if Leclerc was a...
They had a match
Never mind.
fourth and Charles Leclerc fifth with the fastest lap of the race.
Vettel got 3rd, but I felt like he was I don't know.
Because it was shaping up nicely.
I mean, Vettel drove solidly, right? It was a very uneventful race for Vettel.
the race that we've been seeing a lot more slipstream.
I feel
think
like that should have been Leclerc.
I think if they'd have brought Leclerc in much sooner,
Pulled it off again.
maybe 2 or 3 laps sooner, I think we would have seen a different 1 and 2, possibly.
But they turned it on. The drivers did the job. And yeah,
I won't be surprised if Leclerc's a little frustrated.
Charles Leclerc.
So guys, recap. Ferrari, this is a track the Ferrari babyface, you know this, was supposed to dominate, right? Second longest track on the circuit, long straightaways. You even saw it. Leclerc started off 8th, just picking everybody apart. I mean, Now, he crashed. That's it. He crashed in qualifying. But even still, he made up the 8 slots. He didn't pit stop till what, lap 30 plus? If he would have pit stopped to me 2 or 3 laps before that, actually when Bottas was turning into the time in his lead, he should have pit stopped then. And it would have gave them a better chance for him to even possibly get second place, for me. But they left him out too long. Kind of like they left him out to dry. There was a strategy behind that. They just felt confident that when they pitted, that would have given them the most opportune chance to do something. But it seems to me Vettel again got the podium. Now, I'm not quite sure what the reason is behind that. I don't know. I know they said they're going to back Vettel, but it just seems to me, man, this kid's catching a bad break this year. So far. This is his first year at Ferrari. But to me, he should have got a first and he should have got a third so far. Right? Because China was bogus. Them saying Vettel was faster, complete. There was no truth to that. I'm sorry. They can try that. They can try to spin it how they want. No truth to that. Even Nico Rosberg called it out. It's no truth to it. So, the other commentators try to take up for him, by the way. Oh, well, he was fast. No. I'm not backing off that point. No. So, I'm going to just be perfectly honest. I don't like the way they're doing this with Leclerc and Vettel. As you see, they let Mercedes drivers race. Toto lets them race. He trusts them. They're not going to crash into each other, and they don't. They let them race. They let those two race. Now, Mercedes, it has a commanding lead in the constructors. Their top two, both their drivers are a point apart in the championship. Vettel has 2/3 so far. Mercedes are 1 and 2 the whole season, right? So Ferrari, the dominant team that they're supposed to be, the rocket cars they have, they're not. I feel like if they take the shackles off Leclerc, stop with the team orders, stop with the underhanded stuff, whatever they're doing with this kid, stop them. Ferrari to me knows when to stop a driver for tires. Been doing it long enough. They know, right? Like I said, if they would have stopped him maybe 3 or 4 laps sooner, I think it would have ended up much better for Leclerc. But if you're putting all your eggs in Vettel, he's not going to do. Bottas looks phenomenal, and I knew he was going to look phenomenal because he put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle. He looked focused. Vettel's not going to do. It's still early, and I could be wrong. I could stand completely corrected. Babyface, you can agree. I can stand completely corrected, but I just don't see Vettel doing anything with Mercedes. Because now that Lewis Hamilton is being pushed like this by his own teammate, I think you're going to see even a better Lewis Hamilton than what you saw last year. Because now he's being pushed by Valtteri. And Valtteri, you're going to see a much. So I think Mercedes, I think Toto Wolff just kicks his feet back and say, I think the championship's up to our 2 drivers. I think Vettel will be happy with 3rd. Honestly, I think he'll be content with 3rd in the championship at the end of the year. Because I think he knows he can't do anything with them too. Right? And I'm hearing comments, Mercedes domination is getting boring. Guys, that's a cop-out. Okay? There's been great dynasties in every sport, not just Formula 1. The Patriots, though I might not like them, beat them if you don't like them. The 96 Bulls, the Warriors, the Lakers. I mean, Brazil, when they were winning all the World Cups, at one time, they were. If you don't like the guys, beat them. Right? So, I can't hate on Mercedes. They got 2 good drivers. They don't change their lineup. They don't change management. They're efficient. Their cars are efficient. If people don't like them, beat them. Seriously. If you don't like them, beat them. I'm sure Ferrari fans are upset, but they can't be mad at Mercedes. It's kind of interesting to me because I see a lot of Ferrari fans, babyface. They like to point out other things with other teams. Now, some will say, guys, let's not look at Mercedes because they're winning. What aren't we doing to get 1 and 2 on the podium? What aren't we doing? How are we? What's our part to play in us not getting 1 and 2 on the podium? Vettel's a 4-time champion. What's the excuse? You don't have the pace? Impossible. Leclerc just set the fast lap on tires, so you know the car has the pace. What's the problem? To me, if you let the take, again, I can't stress this enough. Leclerc should have got first so far because that race was in the desert. That race was his. The turbo failed. Okay, cool. China, the race after that. He slowed down to let Vettel pass. And so now they're going to say, Vettel gets on the radio, I'm faster, let me through. What? You never, not one time did Lewis get on the radio in this race and say, I'm faster, let me through. And you don't hear Bottas doing that. It seems to me sometimes Vettel, as of late, wants things kind of, because he's the young guy on the team, hey man, move him out the way, let me. No, I don't agree with that. Your thoughts, Babyface, what you think?
I think it is I think it's unfortunate that we see so much team order in favor of Vettel. Simply because, on one hand, I get it.
Right.
Leclerc is new. He still has a lot of proving to do. He's in a very powerful car. A lot of things can go sideways. I get it.
He crashed in qualifying. Okay, he crashed in qualifying. Okay.
Right? But still, he's new. He still has to put in his miles. He still has to put in his time. I understand that.
But he's proven.
What I don't understand is that Leclerc has the talent, the maturity, and the ability to really take Ferrari to a level that Vettel has not been able to take them to beat Mercedes. I would want, if I were Ferrari, I would want to knock Mercedes on its ass right now because they are dominating. I wouldn't want to wait till Hamilton is gone. I wouldn't want to wait till Toto's gone or till Bottas is gone. This is the team that I would want to beat. I'm not putting my faith in Vettel. Maybe it's even detrimental to Vettel that you keep handing him podiums and handing him opportunities rather than letting this young kid literally kick him in the rear to shell shock him out of whatever trance of, I don't know. And you and I briefly discussed this when we were talking about Vettel and the race and Formula One in general. Vettel can still turn out to be the greatest comeback we've seen. He can still have what I like to call the Tiger Woods moment. He can still have a complete eureka moment of, you know what? I'm changing. I'm gonna make this work. And all of a sudden we see magic happen and Vettel just takes off. Leclerc's after him. We have a 1-2 Ferrari. And we're like, holy crap, we just watched greatness unfold. But I don't think you're ever going to get that if you keep... It's one thing to have a team support you. It's another thing when a team is now a crutch to you because they now are stifling their youngest talent and potentially their better driver to let you get a third place. This would be all fine and dandy if we're talking about the championship points and we're towards the end and it really matters. Like, we are now racing for that championship and our competitors are about to knock us out. Okay, then I get it. But we're into race 3-4 and we are stifling Leclerc for a third place podium. Not a first, a third place podium. Just to let you step on the podium.
Yeah, for me...
That's a huge disservice. It's a disservice to everyone that wants to watch some decent racing. Because I would love to see Leclerc take it, go wheel to wheel with Hamilton, go wheel to wheel with Bottas, go wheel to wheel with Vettel. Just go wheel to wheel. Let us watch some decent racing.
I don't think you'll ever get to see those two. Maybe Ferrari lets them finally race. I don't think Vettel wants to race this kid. Wheel to wheel. I think there's a team order. If you're seeing team orders on the third race, you know you're going to see them for the rest of the season. It's the third race. They're the only team. I'm like, guys, it's the third race. Why are there team orders? Second of all, the second point I want to make, well, yeah, whatever point this is, but whatever. I'm so flustered with Ferrari. Man, here's what I don't understand. So, after his spin out in the desert, Vettel then says, I have nothing else to learn. Okay, so you mentioned Tiger Woods. I'll mention Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. All of them all say the same thing. We're just trying to get better. We're trying to learn more. I'm trying to improve my game. When you already think you've hit your pinnacle and you have nothing else to learn, I don't care if it's just for one race. You never heard Lewis Hamilton say that. He's 5-time champ so far. He's always said, I'm trying to get better, trying to learn more. Every race, he said, I have nothing to learn more from this circuit. I can be nitpicking, but I didn't expect him to say that.
And for reference, he said that when he spun out
Yeah.
in, help me here. He spun out in,
The desert, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that race?
It was a second race this season. Right before China. Mm-hmm.
Abu Dhabi?
Yep, Abu Dhabi, right in the desert. I tried to make an excuse for him.
He spun out and somebody asked him,
Right. That's what I was referring to.
is there something to learn about this? And he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he said something to the effect of, I've driven this track a lot, I've won here numerous amount of times. I don't think it has anything to do with me having to learn anything.
That's what I was referring to.
Or having to change my driving style or something. And in my head, I'm like, I get that you get a car that is fitted and changed and every year new specs and this and the forth, and that has something to do with it. But if you were, you were salivating to go to Ferrari. That was your goal. You wanted to be a Ferrari. If you've joined Ferrari and have since joining them not won anything that even resembles a championship, then maybe you need to look at what you can relearn or what you can adjust, because clearly what you're doing isn't working. You have the car, you have a team that's handing you podiums. What else, what other variable are we missing that is not equaling a championship? And I'm willing to say that the variable is you. And mind you, this is a complete 180 from when I started watching Vettel. I was a huge Vettel fan. I was like, yes, my peoples, he's great, he's gonna kick everyone's butt. And the more I watch him, the more I've become disillusioned with him and the team setup. He's always going to go down as one of the great drivers we've seen. 4 championships at an incredibly young age. Huge respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like you can respect him and see him for what he is, and an excellent driver that's accomplished a lot in his young career. But that does not mean that you can stifle Leclerc, even though, yes, Leclerc has a lot of years ahead of him, many championships, I'm confident, for a very long time in front of him. But I feel like it's a cop-out to say, Leclerc still has so much time left, we can wait on him. Let's just keep putting our time into Vettel. I think that's a cop-out, and I think it's a huge disservice to everybody involved. It's a disservice to the fans that want to see Ferrari win. It's a disservice to Leclerc fans that want to see him succeed and actually bring it to Hamilton and Mercedes. It's a disservice, I will go as far as saying, it's a disservice to Vettel. Because again, if Leclerc were allowed to chase down Vettel, maybe a switch will go off. Whatever that variable is that's currently not adding up, will switch off and go, you know what, I need to change. Something needs to change, this isn't working. This kid is outrunning me and making me look incredibly bad when we're in the same car. Or in a, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something needs to change. I want Vettel to change to be amazing, because he still has 2 years to go. But if what we're seeing now is Vettel for the next 2 years, I don't want to watch him.
Unfortunately, he's not going to retire. Unfortunately, I think with Valtteri and Lewis Hamilton racing at this level, unfortunately, I don't think Vettel is going to have much to.
Then you know what? Just keep your dignity and race in accordance with your ability, not because the team from the start of the season.
Wow. And Ferrari's actually showing
feeding you third places.
I feel like this, and I told Babyface this off camera. I know they got rid of their old team boss, but notice their old team boss had him in a much better position through the first 4 races last year. Now, I know it's an adjustment period for the new guy, right? He has to adjust. But you didn't see team orders like this last year through the first 4 races. Team orders, it's the 3rd race of the season, right? I feel like, I don't know, man. For me, I feel like Vettel's kind of, I think he's rich. He may have reached his pinnacle, which is scary because Nico Rosberg was like, he said something very interesting. He said, guys like Lewis Hamilton are still, which is scary, still getting better and better and better, right? Bottas getting better and better and better. If Lewis Hamilton's already here, Vettel's here, and Lewis is still elevating and Vettel's staying the same, there's no catching up.
I think Vettel could still do it if whatever crutch he has, and in my opinion, the crutch is that the team is aiding him beyond what's probably good for him. I think he can make a decent fight. But it's not doing anyone any favors to have a team stifle a young driver, keep handing him and aiding him, because the team wants to help you. Again, a team should help you and support you.
Right.
But to the degree that I feel that Ferrari is setting things up for Vettel, is doing in the long run much more harm than it is good for anyone. And it's really just frustrating to watch, because the moment, it's just like when we were watching it right now, and I mean, you go from trying to root for Leclerc to just being completely frustrated. What are you doing? Why? This isn't fair. It's
Right.
no longer, it's just not something that I enjoy watching anymore from Ferrari's standpoint. I enjoyed watching the race, but it's just frustrating. It kind of just, it leaves you a bad taste in the mouth with Ferrari as a team. And I think they can do better. I think they are better than that. I'm not sure why they're choosing to go down this road 4 races into the championship.
Well, my thing is, they can do better, but they got to figure a lot of things out. And you got a kid like Leclerc who you don't want him to get frustrated, because you don't want him to just kind of give up and say, you know what, you guys aren't going to let me do anything, so I'll just race what I can do, and then you leave Vettel out there. Because Bottas and Hamilton are pushing each other. That's what you want.
Yeah.
You want your drivers to race each other because they'll push each other, right? But now you don't get that at Ferrari. It doesn't seem like. I really don't think Vettel's going to want to race this kid with a will. I think he'll tell him to back off. I don't know. Especially if Mercedes is up front. And if Ferrari's leading and Vettel's in first, I don't think they're going to let Leclerc pass him. They can say, well, it depends on, I know people will say, it depends on the championship standings. Yeah, whatever.
4 races into the championship, we don't have enough championship ratings.
Right. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to our recap. Again, please like and subscribe. We're going to keep bringing you great reaction videos throughout the 2019 season. Again, this is Formula for Speed, and we appreciate all the support. And again, in the comments, let us know what you think about this Ferrari situation. And next race, I'm going to tackle more babyface about Danny Rick. What's going on with him?
Listen. His rearview mirror was broken. It was fogged up. And he thought it was the gas, but hit reverse. That's just a simple explanation. Yes, I know it's completely hypocritical. But you know what? Someone just temporarily blinded Danny Rick.
Well, highlights for me, Lando Norris, young guy running strong. So shout out to Lando Norris. And at least I'll end it on a positive note. Lando Norris had a very good race. So I like Team McLaren.
Positive note, Bottas received his victory.
Redemption for Bottas.
Good for him.
Yeah, redemption for Bottas. I like that. So Babyface's positive note was Bottas. Mine is Lando Norris. Guys, let's see if everybody can figure out Ferrari's situation for him. Not sure, but guys, again, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Thanks.